Hey everyone, Wayne here. We are back for the rest of our game of Stilicho, Last of the Romans. I have a video with turn one up separately. You go ahead and watch that. Do a lot of kind of explaining as I go. I don't cover every single thing in the game, but I certainly explain a lot of it, the core mechanisms of the game. With this playthrough, I'm actually going to try to just play through the rest of the game, so I'm not going to maybe explain quite as much. But other than that, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let's go ahead and dive right in, starting at turn 2, 407 AD, round 1, the early campaign season. We're going to dive in. We're just going to go on through. So, all right, starting off, the round 1, early campaign season. Go ahead and start drawing for the enemy. Oh, I almost drew through the Roman deck. All right. First card, the Goths activate. So Goths go ahead and from Pollentia to Fasol here. Second card, Rebellion in Africa. Advance Olympias ×1. Draw one fewer Roman card this round, but never less than one. Oh, man. Bummer there. So, Advance Olympias 1. And then we'll have one less card next round. So instead of 5, we'll only have 4. All right, for the third, the Goths activate again. Bummer. All right, they're going to move into the siege space here in Rome. So then move these two Goth cards down to the surge spaces. Discard this one. All right, on to Roman phase. So instead of 5 cards, I'll only get 4, thanks to Rebellion in Africa. I had no cards saved over, it looks like. So, let's see. Militia, outwit your foes, Frankish mercenaries, orderly retreat. Let's go ahead. I want to push, I think, Constantine III back if I can. So, I have Stilicho with a full army here of 6 comitats ready to fight him. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and discard. Well, discard militia. Remove up to 2 unrest or revolts. But I'm going to discard it for the action attack an enemy. So instead of playing it for militia, let's go ahead and attack Constantine here. So it looks like he has a 6, no defense value in the space. I have my army of Stilicho is a leader of 2, leader value of 2. And I have 6 armies, so 8. So 8 versus his 6. Oh, man. Okay, so he had 12, 8, 9, 10, 11. I end up with 11. Oh, man. So I had Frankish mercenaries, +2 to Roman attack value. Play this card before calculating the total enemy attack. Bummer. So, can't play it now. Too late. But what I will do is I will discard it as a reserve action to raise my attack by 1. So basically, instead of a 3, I effectively rolled a 4, which would be a tie. So now we'll go ahead and reroll. And I got a 6, but they're already on their bolt side. So tie, let's reroll. All right, again, 8, and I got 10. They got 10, so it's in the tie. So let's keep rolling. Roll again. This is a good battle. All right, here we go. I win now. So no special modifiers based on the numbers. We go ahead and push them back to Era 8. All right, perfect. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, I'm not going to attack him again because, as you can see, he's got a +4 at Air Late, so we're not going to do that. Let's go ahead and try to push the Goths out of Rome, though. I really don't want them destroying the garrison here, so let's go ahead. Let's discard Orderly Retreat for action, for attack an enemy, and we're going to have Sarus, his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 5 strength army against the Goths 5 right here, so straight die roll. See what happens. All right, we lose. So we're going to lose one of these comitats here. Put them in the recovery box. All right, yeah, we're going to save our last card. So, all right, done with the first round. Move on to the second round. Enemies 3 cards. First one, Constantine III. He's going to activate, so he's going to go ahead and move. And now that would be the 3rd card in the siege space over here. Surge space. Sorry, in siege space. Think about that siege over here. Surge space. But I'm going to play Outwit Your Foes. Move all cards in surge spaces to the enemy discard pile without their effects taking place. You may play this when a surge takes place. So we're going to go ahead and use our card here for its event, which instead of having all these surges happen, we're going to go ahead and just discard them. All right. So next enemy card. Mutiny. Roll 1 die. Embolden the indicated enemy and add a mutiny to that front. Oh, that's fantastic, guys. All right, so let's Let's go ahead and roll our die. Roll a 6. That is the Vandals. So the Vandals, we go ahead and bold them. He's already bold, so no big deal there. But we are going to add Mutiny. So find the appropriate Mutiny. What is that there? Mutiny. Discard. If you want to get rid of it, you have to discard 1 card and advance Olympius to remove. So right now, if we had an army there, which we don't at the moment, we'll be able to fight with them. So. All right, and then the last one, the Vandals. So Vandals will go ahead and activate. So then go ahead and move down to Aquitania. So, all right, not too bad. Could have been much worse. All right, now we get our 3 cards. Roman phase. So you replenish the ranks, daring maneuver, supply lines. Ooh. Reduce the defense value of a space in Germania, Magna, or Illyricum. Oh man, bummer. Kind of hoping to. Well, this doesn't matter. I forgot he moved up already. Constantine III already advanced, so it doesn't matter there. All right, we definitely want to keep pushing him back. Let's go ahead and just play the daring maneuver card. Actually, no. Let's not do that. I don't know what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and discard replenish the ranks as an action, or attack an enemy. Attack Constantine VI with, or Constantine III with our Stilicho army here. And we have our 8. He has 6 there at Mediolanum. So go ahead and roll. Bounced out, but that's okay. So that's a tie. You got a 6. He would be emboldened, but he's already bold. Yep, sorry, 8 plus 4 is 12. His 6 plus 6 is 12, so tie. So we roll. All right, here we go. So now, this is really nice. We win, and he rolled a 1, so he is demoralized. So now does he go back to air late, but he's flipped over to his demoralized side. Very nice. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Daring Maneuver. In place of a regular attack, Romans and the enemy each roll 1 die. Highest result wins, reroll ties. If you win, Olympias retreats 1 space. If you lose, Olympias advances 1 space. 1 and 6 have no special effect for either side. Basically, I'm going to try to push Constantine III back out of air late and up to Dercatorum here. So go ahead and give her a roll. Straight die roll. We win. Or lose, I mean. We lose. Bummer. Alright, so if you win, if you lose, Olympias advances 1 space. Olympias is going to move up the track a little bit here. Keep an eye on him over there. Bummer. Okay. Let's see here. We have 1 card left. Supply lines. It doesn't really help us right now. Kind of really want to push Constantine III and try to get him out of there. You know what? Let's hang on to this. Let's hang on to this last card for now. Maybe we can do this on round 3. So, all right. So we'll end Roman phase. So it goes on to the late campaign round, round 3. Start drawing for the enemy here. Oops. All right. Unrest in Hispania. Add unrest to Hispania or flip from unrest to revolt. There were no unrest counters, so we'll go ahead and place 1 out there. Second card, Constantine III. Oh no. And it's a embolden activation. So he actually flips over to his bold side, and then he also advances to Mediolanum. Bummer. I was hoping to get a push him back later, like out of air late, back up here, so we can put a garrison back there. But it doesn't work sometimes, I guess. There. Alright, then 1 more card. And yeah, Constantine III activates again. So he moves into Verona here. So, not only that, Surge, we have a Surge here. So, that was the 3rd card, enemy card. So, first card is the Vandals Surge. The Vandals will Surge, which they're going to move down to the Pyrenee Montes. And then Olympias activates as well. So, they Surge, and then activate, and then Olympias activates, so he's going to go ahead and move up. Alright, and then Constantine III is going to activate as part of a Surge. Go ahead and move him into a Siege of Ravenna. Oh boy. And then Constantine III will activate again as the last Surge, and then Olympias will move up. So we don't forget Olympias and move him back up the track here. Then we'll go ahead and do Constantine III's activation, which he is sieging Ravenna, so he's going to go ahead and attack the garrison at Ravenna. All right, he has a 6, obviously. We have a +6 for the defensive terrain around Ravenna, and then we have a garrison, makes it a 7. So his 6 versus our 7. So we have a good chance to win. All right, we go ahead and win. Basically, this means we hold Constantine III off. So we keep him from sacking Ravenna, which, if he does, is an automatic loss for us. So we really do not want that to happen. All right, that is it for the enemy. Now we get 1 card for Roman phase here at round 3. Okay. Divine Intervention, supply lines. Well, I know what we need to do. We need to push Constantine III out of Ravenna for sure. So let's go ahead and discard Divine Intervention for an attack. Let's go ahead and attack Constantine III. Just like before, we have our Stilicho army here with his total of 8 attack value against Constantine III's 6. Alright, so we do win. No special modifiers or anything like that. So we go ahead and we're able to push him back to Verona. So, perfect. Alright, we have 1 card left. Then we need to keep attacking him, keep pushing him back. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and discard the supply lines card for an action. We'll do attack an enemy, attack Constantine III again. Let's go ahead and try to push him back. So our 8 versus his 6. We get a 9, they get a 9. That's a tie. We did roll a 1. Since we have Stilicho, we got to go ahead and move Olympius up 1 on the track, which he's 1 away from executing me. Oh boy. All right, let's go ahead and reroll for that. All right, we win. They would be emboldened. They're very bold. So we did win the battle, so we can go ahead and push them back to Mediolanum. So perfect. We are out of cards, so that is it for this turn. So go to the housekeeping phase here. Check for Olympius, which would be if Italia Anaria here is in revolt, he would be moved up, which we would die. So thankfully it's not in revolt. Good for us. Check for any defeat. I don't see anything that would defeat us at the moment, so I think we're good for the moment. Remove special counters, no special counters. Discard excess cards, I don't have any, so no worries there. Advance the game turn. So we're going to go to turn 3, 408 AD. I believe historically this is the year that Stilicho was executed, so good stuff. Hopefully that's not, going to apply here. Hopefully we don't have a historical game, right guys? All right, so we're back to round 1. Deployment. So we get to go ahead and do the deployment phase. We get to move our armies around a little bit. We're kind of where we need to be, because I think we need to keep pushing Constantine III back. We use Stilicho, he's a most BA army, and then we have Sarah's here. We do have our 1 Comitats here in recovery box, so let's go ahead and push or put him out here with Saris, because we can only have a max of 6 Comitats per army. So all right, I think that's it. That's all we can do for deployment here. So that's like I like where our armies are. This is what we need to do. So we got Rome being threatened, and then Ravenna. Well, clearly he's not that far away. So all right, let's go ahead. Round 1, early campaign season. Go ahead and start the enemy first. They get their 3 cards. Let's go ahead and start drawing. So their first card, Constantine III, is going to activate twice. So he's going to go ahead and move to Verona, and then he's going to move to siege Ravenna. I'll go ahead and put him here in the siege spot here. Again, Unrest in Septem Provincia. Add Unrest to Septem Provincia, or flip from Unrest to Revolt. Septem Provincia, Southern Gaul. We already have an Unrest marker, so we'll go ahead and flip that bad boy over to Revolt. So, bummer there. Alright, and then the third card. Troops defect to Constantine III. Oh, really? Embolden him, which he already is, so no worries there. Roll 1 die. A 1, move 2 Comitats of my choice to recovery, or a 2+, move 1 of my choice to recovery. All right, let's go ahead and give us a roll here. A 1, so I have to move 2, so that's horrible. Obviously, I want to leave my actual army to fight Constantine III the strongest, so I'm going to go ahead and send 2 from Saris. Sorry, buddy. So even though he's out fighting the Vandals, I guess they're nearby, though. Look, he's trying to fight them. They're right there, so they're neighbors. Bummer. I think I see the writing on the wall, guys. So, all right, that was the enemy's 3 cards. Let's go ahead and go on to the Roman phase here. I get my 5 cards. 4, 5. All right, action. See, crushing defeat. Another action card. Scalae Palentia, plus Roman attack value. You may play this card after you've calculated, so that's a really nice one. And then Valexia Palentia, make an attack with plus 2 to the Roman attack value. I think we might be able to actually push them back now. So here's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and discard this action card to do a attack. Let's go ahead and attack Constantine III here in Ravenna. Get him out of there using, of course, our Stilicho army here. So same deal as before. 2 + 6, total of 8. They have a 6. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we win. So we'll go ahead and push Constantine III back. No modifiers with the dice. But what I will do is crushing defeat. Play after winning an attack to demoralize the defeated enemy. So we'll go ahead and flip Constantine III over to his demoralized side. Not too bad, huh, guys? All right, and we'll go ahead. Let's keep attacking. So we're going to discard another action card to make an attack. Go ahead and attack Constantine III here. And we will attack him, hopefully to get him back to Mediolanum here. So he has a 5 now instead of that 6. We still have an 8. All right, awesome. So a couple good things here. Obviously, we won, so we get to push him back. We also rolled a 6 with Stilicho, so it means we get to push Olympius back down the track. Remember, he was 1 away from executing us, which I almost forgot about, actually. So we got to remember that. But now we have some breathing room here, so that's awesome. Oh, no, I want to save that, don't I? Oh, man. Yeah, I kind of want to, because I want to push him back all the way and then make a good attack on air late. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do that, but let's go ahead and sit on these 2 cards here. It's risky, but we're going to do it. We're going to sit. So what I'm thinking is, if we can go ahead and get through the next round to our phase, maybe we can get him with our additional 3 cards. We'll be able to push Constantine III back past air late, and I can put a garrison there, because that really will help hold him back. Instead of having him threatening Ravenna every freaking turn. So, all right, yeah, let's go ahead and pass. We'll hang on to these cards. So, go on to round 2, the mid-campaign season. Enemy gets their 3 cards. Go ahead and start drawing. First one, the Vandals activate. So, they're going to go ahead and move over to Galatia over here. Place that in the surge spot. The Vandals will activate again. So, what it does is, because the Vandals are over here in Galatia already, when they activate, each of the Vandals are activating Galatia, and it's helpfully written on the map, which I love. Add unrest in this order. So Hispania would have unrest, already does. Severan Provincia, already does. Gallia. So Northern Gaul here, go ahead and put an unrest marker up here. Good, perfect. We're going to go ahead and place in the surge place. Unfortunately for us, that is a 3 cards, that's a surge. So we're going to have a couple interesting things are going to happen here. So Constantine III will surge, unfortunately for us. So he will move. He will not move because he's going to become emboldened. So flip over his bold side. All right, so he doesn't move. That's good for us. Then the Vandals, their surge is actually a retreat. So basically the Vandals are like, we don't know about this Galatia. Let's go back to the Pyrenees. Pyrenees Mountains over here. Oh, excuse me, Pyrenees Montes. So not bad for us. But then I guess they change their mind again and are like, nah, never mind, let's go back. So they go back to Galatia. Nice thing is, though, is because they did retreat and then move, they don't activate again there, so we don't get any more unrest markers. So that's cool anyway. All right, let's draw the 3rd and final enemy card. Court Intrigues. Advance Olympius ×1. Ugh. Roll 1 die. Embolden the indicated enemy and add a mutiny to that front. Oh, man. All right, let's go ahead and roll her. A 2. So the Goths. So Sarah's here. Go ahead and have a mutiny with his army, probably because they just lost some troops to Constantine III, and they're overwhelmed, and the Goths are besieging Rome. That's probably why. Okay. So, that's it for the enemy. So, another thing, so I've mentioned this before, obviously, Stilicho, if he goes to the top, we're executed. If Olympius moves to the top, Stilicho's executed. Same time, if all 3 of our armies are in mutiny, we will lose because basically we have no armies left. You know, everyone's in mutiny, so clearly no one has any faith left in us. So hopefully we don't get a mutiny on Stilicho and his army right now. So, all right, that was it for their phase. Let's go on to the Romans here. We get 3 cards. We already have 2, so that's nice. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to play this consulship card. Draw 2 Roman cards. So basically, it gives me 2 more cards. All right. We got some action cards. We have our 2 other combat cards, and then a redeployment, which deploys our leaders and komitats, which actually, it's not a bad idea yet, but let's hang on to it for now. Here's what I'm going to do. I got a plan. I think I have a plan. Let's see what we can do here. So, discard this action card for attack an enemy. Let's go ahead and attack Constantine III. My goal is to push him back. I just really want to push him back. I do. So let's go ahead and attack him, obviously with Stilicho again. 8 versus 6. Give him a roll. Alright, so they get an 11. We get an 11, so tie. So let's go ahead and reroll. Alright, we win there. So we're going to go ahead and push them back to air late. That's perfect. Now what we'll do is we're going to play the Vexillatio Palatine. Make an attack with, sorry to my Roman friends who I butchered the Latin there. Make an attack with +2 to the Roman attack value. So not only does this card, like playing the event, allow us to make an attack, but we also get a +2 to our attack value. So, which we're going to need it here because we're attacking Constantine in air late. And he has a +4 for the defense. So let's put this card here so we remember. Alright, so we will have 8 from our army, in our die roll, but we also have +2. So we'll actually have 10 plus our die roll. And they're going to be at 10. They have 6 for their army and 4 for the terrain, the defense of air late. So, 10 versus 10. Give her a roll. All right, awesome. So, we win. So, we're going to go ahead and push Constantine III back up to Durgatorum here, which is awesome. We also, because we rolled a 6 with Stilicho, Olympius gets pushed back, so we're not quite executed yet. Discard that card. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this redeployment card. Deploy as many leaders, komitats, and garrisons as you like per 5.0, which is the same as the deployment we do at the beginning of a turn. So playing that as an event. So what I'm going to do is I have those 2 komitats here in recovery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of them, these bad boys, as a garrison in air late. Haha. And that was my plan the whole time, I swear. All right, and then I'm going to put the last guy. I guess at this point there's no other place really to put him. So we'll go ahead and put him with Ceres and his other mutinying forces. So, all right, let's go ahead. This is a tricky one because I want to. All right, I think we need to. I don't want to have another mutiny on Stilicho's army, and then we lose because of that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna discard this action card to suppress a mutiny here, or end a mutiny, I should say. It's the technical with actions called end a mutiny. Let's go ahead and end the mutiny on Ceres and the army fighting the Goths here. So what it is we've discarded our card for it. We can go ahead and remove this. We also have to advance Olympius 1, so we'll advance him up the track, just 1. It's a little risky, but we got this, guys. We got this, I swear. And then let's go ahead, and I don't want unrest to spread either. So let's go ahead and just try to suppress the mutiny in Gallia, Northern Gaul here. So we're going to discard our action card for a suppress and revolt or unrest action. Let's go ahead. We have to roll. All we do is roll a 1d6 compare. Let's try to get higher than that. We got a 1, so we did not successfully suppress it. So awesome job, troops that I sent. Okay. I kind of a little worried about Stilicho or about Olympius up there, taking my head, but I just have a really good card here for attacking, so I really want to hang on to it. So we're going to risk it. We're pushing our luck. We're hanging on to this card. Let's go ahead and move on to round 3, late campaign season. All right, enemy phase. Let's do some draws. All right, the Goths are going to go ahead and activate. Remember, they are over here. They have Rome, so they're going to go ahead and attack the garrison at Rome here. They've been basically sitting on that siege now for like a turn or 2, right? Like a full turn and a half. So about time they activated, right? All right, let's go ahead. So we have attacking the garrison. We have a defense of 4, plus our garrison is 1, so it's 5, and they have a 5. So it's 5 versus 5. So great roll off. We win, defeat them. Again, because it's a siege, we don't get to push them back or anything like that. Basically, we just hold the city. So, but at least we do hold the city. All right, second card for them. Oh, here we go. So the Goths are going to activate twice. So they're actually going to, they're going to have 1, 2, 3 activations, because the embolden is, if they were demoralized, you'd flip them to bold, and then you'd move them. You'd activate them, move them once, or attack, whatever, do an activation. I think because they're already emboldened, they're already bold side, you go ahead and it's 2 activations. So 2 and then another one there. So total of 3. So they're going to have 3 combats against my Roman garrison. Awesome. All right, let's do the first one. So remember, 5, Goth's army is 5. My garrison is 5, so it's a straight die roll. Just for the first of 3. I win, and they roll a 1. So they are actually demoralized now. Awesome. Number 2, so now they're at a 4, and I'm at a 5. They're 4, 10, 9, and 9. All right, so I will, what I'm going to do, a couple things here. I'm going to go ahead and discard the Scale Plentia for, I wonder if you can use that during a siege. +2 to Roman attack value. You may play this card after you've calculated the total enemy attack value. No, because that's not a, it's not, we're not doing an attack, we're doing they're attacking a siege, right? With a siege. Let me look quick. I know, guys, I'm sure you're like, what the heck? Looking in the rules. Come on, Wayne, you're better than that. I know you're pretty good at that. Usually pretty good, but I don't know everything, so. Attack a garrison. Okay. You may take reserve action to increase the garrison's total attack value. You cannot play any cards for their effects on behalf of the garrison. So I cannot do the effect. What I can do is I can discard this as a reserve action to commit more resources. So it kind of makes it like a 5. So now it's a tie. Fortunately, they did roll a 6, so they're back to bold. That's a bummer. But you get to reroll at least. If it's a tie, you get to reroll. What is that? Cock die? I'm rerolling it. I'm at a 1. That's not good. 4, so they win. Which means they go ahead and defeat my garrison and move into the city. Okay, so see, the garrison goes to recovery. And then with their last surge, or excuse me, the last surge, but their last activation, they activate in Rome. Which Olympius moves, each time Goths will activate while occupying Rome, which Olympius moves up to Stilicho executed, and I lose my head, and obviously lose the game. So, I believe we literally just did, like, the historical, or close. I mean, the Goths hadn't sacked Rome yet, but when Stilicho was executed, as far as I'm aware, I believe. Yeah, I'm dead. I lose. So, 408 AD, late campaign season, so at the end of 408 AD, Stilicho loses his head, and I lose the game. So, well, I said I would play a whole game, and I just did. There you go, guys. Maybe I'll play some more on camera. Let me know if you want to see the game in action. Maybe I can make it a little farther than 408. I swear. So I haven't won yet. It's a tough game, but I have made it a little farther into the future or past or whatever you want to call it. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Please comment below if you did. I always appreciate a thumbs up. As always, thank you for my supporters, anyone who's donated to the channel, anyone who subscribes, comments. Really love having interactions with you guys. Also, thank you to Hollandspiele for providing the copy of the game here for me to show off to you guys. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, later.